Yeah, again, we got another piece of the puzzle. There's many trials and tribulations, so follow along and hopefully enjoy.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is our channel, Miller's Rods and Mods. I'm just your average guy that works on anything and everything, big or small. From custom fabrication to routine maintenance, we pretty much do everything here, all DIY. In the process, my family and I do our best to have a little fun. So follow along and enjoy.
So here it is. This is what you've been waiting for. How big is this box? Well, it's 26 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 8 feet tall. And it came with this side door, very well constructed, and it's a very sturdy box overall. But it's only 4 years old. It was built in 2021, and I couldn't argue with the price. Originally we wanted a 20 to 24 foot box, but this one was, like I said, good price. So we ought to have more than enough space than we originally thought to do everything we want to do to the interior. We jumped right in as soon as we got there to try to remove the inner steps so that I could get it to fit on my trailer. And of course, Kylan was giving me plenty of instruction on what I'm not supposed to be doing. These steps turned out to be more of a task than what I honestly thought they were going to be. I figured we'd unbolt a few screws and we would pull them right out, but they had pop rivets and all kinds of other things in these steps. And luckily, the gentleman that sold me this box was nice enough to let me lend a few tools so that I could get the job done. Otherwise, I would never got it done. And of course, Kylan's always quick to lend a helping hand. Even though I don't know what he's doing, he always knows what he's doing. Shortly after that, he got tired of all the noise and decided to roam around this guy's yard. He's got all kinds of interesting equipment. And Kylan loves tractors and equipment and trucks. He just, like any kid, he just finds it so fascinating. And it was interesting because the gentleman that sold me this, he has a young son, and his son was operating a lot of this equipment, and of course Kylan wanted to do that. He was quick to say, well, why can't I do that? And you might be surprised, he does help me or sit with me when I'm operating some of the machinery at our shop. He actually is with me later in the video. You'll see he sits on the forklift with me. Now sometimes he'll operate, he'll hit the toggles and stuff like that, sometimes when I don't want him to. But yeah, he definitely wants to be involved.
What are you doing up there? You don't know.
Well, after the steps, getting them out, that was such a task. It poured on us a couple times, so we were soaking wet. It was hot and humid, and it wasn't a whole lot of fun, but we got through it. Luckily, this guy had the U-bolts already unbolted, so just a matter of lifting it up in the air, pulling his truck out, and putting our trailer underneath it. Yeah, it went a little easier from this point out. Meanwhile, Kylan decided he wanted to go back and wander through the machinery again. Always, like I say, he finds this stuff so interesting. So Mom had to go see where did Kylan go. Because one minute he's there, and next minute he's gone.
Mm-hmm. What is that? It must be like a turn. So you probably put it in here and turn it. We're not going to do it. It's not ours. It's the man's.
If you look closely, you might see something you remember from one of our previous episodes. All of you that have been with us for a while. We cut off a set of frame rails from a truck so that we can later extend our frame rails, that this box will fit on our truck that we have. I actually left them on this trailer after we picked it up, and we never did actually take them off. And I got to thinking, I was like, well, this will work out really well because we can sit the box down on the truck frame rails, and it'll keep it from hitting our fenders. And it worked out quite well. It kept the door up off the ground, and yeah, it sat on there perfectly. Here's where Kylan's pretending to operate the forklift. Isn't he a cute little guy? Yeah, he actually gets mad at me if I don't let him go along and sit on my lap and do those types of things. He gets quite upset about that. So I try to keep him involved as long as it's safe and he's not going to get hurt or in danger of being hurt. But it's kind of interesting being so small. He's not afraid of any of this stuff. As usual, I can't forget to mention, of course, Sadie went along. Although I wasn't sure how she would be, so we kept her in the truck most of the time. Tried to keep her cool as well, but we strapped her down and tried to take our time going home. Of course, we had a few people that were in a bigger hurry than we were, but hey, that stuff happens. So yeah, stay tuned. Next episode, hopefully we're going to do some work on the truck, extend the frame, and soon enough, hopefully get this box on this truck that we've been working on. And as always, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my wife Nicole for all of her help filming and just to help with the kids, and all of you for your support, your continued support. Thank you all so much, and until next time.